So, we were making a video and we found out that we actually weren't recording. But we recorded us before we started the video, so we were like all
weird,
doing weird things, and I guess we were doing warm-up video exercises. So you should check that out because it's pretty funny that we were that weird and we didn't think we were recording anything.
But we were.
Anyway, today we went on a quest for chalk. We went to the Dollar Tree first and we didn't see any good chalk there. It was very disappointing.
And then, guess where we had to go after that?
We went to Dolls. Still, there was nothing there. So finally, we went to
Target. Target is amazing.
We found this much chalk. I feel like I'm going to rule the world because I have all this chalk. It's like, wow. We also got these little cute pieces of chalk. Look at it! Look at it! We have to tell you about this guy at the mall. He sells cell phone covers. So why don't you tell them about the Hot Topic part?
Okay, so the first time we saw him there was a few days ago, and we were walking past there, and he goes, hey, where'd you get that shirt from? And I turned around right away, and I'm like, I kind of yell Hot Topic. And then he's like, oh, sorry, not you, her. And so I move out of Ashley's way, and she's kind of in her own world doing her own thing.
Yeah, I was completely out of it. I didn't even know he was talking to me.
And so then I'm like, Ashley, and you're like, oh, what? And she was like, oh, what? And so she finally realized he was talking to her, and he's like, yeah, where'd you get your shirt from?
And I was like, Hot Topic, because we got it from the same place.
At the same time. And so then he's like, he went off saying like, oh, how he's heard of that band before, and the band.
How he heard the band, how like his friend posted it on Facebook, and how he had heard of Black Veil Brides. And then he was like comparing Black Veil Brides to Bullet for My Valentine. Like he said they reminded him of Bullet for My Valentine, which is also a good band. We went back and we were walking past him, and I didn't even think he was going to say anything because he didn't look at us, but like as we were leaving his little square kiosk thing, I don't know.
What?
Is that a spider? It's like a piece of dust or something.
Yeah, that's just a piece of dust.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, like when we were like just leaving, he was like, how are you two ladies doing? And we turned around and we were like, good, and then we started laughing and then we walked off, and I felt really bad.
Me too.
So we kept going back and back, but he kept having customers, and they were like, what the heck, because last time we were there he didn't have any customers.
Yeah, but whenever he had a customer and he'd see us, he'd always look at us.
Yeah, like whenever he had a customer and we walked past, he'd always manage to look at us even if his back was turned to us.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a vampire, and maybe he knows when he can sense when we're passing his little place. Because you're like, maybe he's like, they have good blood.
Yeah, you have that be good blood.
Either that or he's an alien. Finally, we went past him and he wasn't, like, there was no customers, but we didn't say anything. And then I'm like, oh, we should have said something. So we turned around and went back. And then he's like, how are you two ladies doing again? And we're like, good. And I'm like, how are you?
And I was like, and I took a few steps forward towards the counter he was working behind. And I was like, do you remember us? And he's like, And then I was like, last time we were here, you were like, hey, where'd you get your shirt at? And then, yeah, it's pretty much the same story from there on.
And while he was talking to us, he, like, turned around and he was, like, looking at this girl, like, up and down, like, 5 times.
I felt like saying, hey, baby, there's no one else to look at but me. So keep your eyes here.
On the way home, we stopped at KFC, and I ordered a medium drink, and Rebecca ordered a small.
Wait, how do we make this work?
Right there. Look at that.
Okay, I don't think this is the small I was talking about.
Yeah?
Because it says kids.
It says
on it.
Kids laptop meal.
Look at the straw. Look how long it is.
I almost started laughing when the guy put it on the table.
I didn't realize it until I turned around, and she was probably already laughing by then.
Also on the way home, on the ground, I found a $10 bill. I was really excited.
I thought it was, she was yelling, or she was like, and she like gasped and looked at, pointed to the ground, and I thought it was a bug at first, so I started freaking out, and then when I looked, I was like, again, for like the third time.
So I was like, again, for like the third time.
Rebecca went to Deb and bought a clearance belt.
About the belt, it's like too long, and so I didn't even get to hook it where it's supposed to be hooked. Yeah, and so now it's just like going around my waist without any hooking. It's like this much longer than it needs to be. Wait, yeah, that much longer than it needs to be. It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca and I are also both socially challenged, so we also found out that there's this new secret alien language. It goes like. And some guy was doing it at the mall. He was like, it was like, oh my gosh. And then
she heard it, but I didn't.
And then like a few seconds late, like right in the middle, like while he was doing it, Rebecca started doing it, and I'm like, Rebecca, you must have been subconsciously replying to him in alien. And so the guy at the kiosk probably talks like that too. Hello, guy at the kiosk.
Come here.
Anyway, I guess we'll let you guys go. Bye.